Sometimes you're amazing at what you do and probably even world class, but the place where you are just stops you from shining. The same logic applies in football. Some players just deserve to be somewhere better if they're going to actually reach their full potential. These are 10 footballers who are stuck with the wrong teams. And we'll start with the most obvious one, Harry Kane. Kane is too good for Spurs, that's no secret at all. The man keeps banging in truckloads of goals season after season, but still hasn't won a single trophy. Why? Because he's at the wrong club. The man has won all sorts of individual awards, including 3 Premier League Golden Boots, 1 PFA Fans Player of the Year, 1 PFA Young Player of the Year, 1 Premier League Playmaker Award, and even 1 World Cup Golden Boot. He's also featured in the PFA Premier League Team of the Season 5 times. All this, but still no team trophy won. A player like Harry Kane will walk into absolutely any starting 11 in the world, and we think he needs to do that because this man has been stuck at the wrong club for almost 20 years. Think about it, strikers like Vardy and Antonio have won trophies with their clubs, but Kane still remains trophyless. That's truly an injustice. And you know what else is an injustice? England's #1 fighting relegation in back-to-back seasons. Listen, you could say that Jordan Pickford was in the right place, but with how low Everton appear to have dropped, he seems to be stuck at the wrong club. And this was Nick Pope a couple of years ago, actually before Burnley got relegated and then Newcastle picked him up. So does that mean that Everton need to go down for Pickford to move up? Nah, we're not saying anything. But you know what we are saying? That João Felix is stuck at the wrong club. While Atletico Madrid is undoubtedly a huge club, the club just doesn't complement the player's style in any way. The Portuguese winner needs to be at a club where he's allowed to move as freely as he wants and actually affect games in ways we all know he can. That loan spell at Chelsea could have been just what he needed, but he went at the worst time when Chelsea were at their lowest. Hopefully Felix finds a move that's right for him pretty soon. The only good news about this is that he's still only 23, so he has lots of time. But Felix is not even the only Portuguese who's currently stuck at the wrong club. Bruno Fernandes is too. The prolific attacking winger could actually do better than Man United, and we say this in the most respectful way possible. Since Bruno joined the Premier League Giants, he's been carrying the club on his back season after season. He scores, creates, makes forward runs, tackles, and still leads very well whenever he's asked to. Now, if everybody else at United can step up and if the coach can make the right signings, then maybe it would begin to look like the right club for him. But right now, he just looks like he's stuck at the wrong club. And you know who else does? David Raya. No doubt Brentford have outdone themselves since gaining promotion to the Premier League in 2021, and they deserve all the plaudits for that. But the truth is, that Raya still deserves to be at a bigger club. The Spaniard has made the most saves of any goalkeeper in the Premier League in the 2022-23 season. He was that good, and he's already getting call-ups to the national team ahead of De Gea. So yeah, Raya needs to upgrade. And well, the good news is that he actually might do that this summer with clubs like Man United and Spurs in the race for his signature. And do you know another goalkeeper stuck at the wrong club? Guillermo Ochoa. Yes, he's 37 and his time is probably long gone, but the reason he features in this video today is because the man has been stuck at wrong clubs his entire career. Despite his heroics at different World Cups, Ochoa has still not been able to get a big European club to sign him. Right now, he plays for Salernitana in Italy. 5 years ago, he was at Standard Liège in Belgium, and before that, he was at Malaga and Granada in Spain. Guess you could say that the man deserved a little better. And you know who else we'll say deserves better? Harvey Barnes. This may not be the most popular entry, but if you take a look at this guy's numbers, you'd see that he actually deserves better than to be at a championship club. Last season, he finished with 14 goal contributions in the Premier League, scoring more Premier League goals than the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Son Heung-min, Raheem Sterling, and Darwin Núñez. The season before that, he finished with 16 goal contributions. That's how good and consistent he has been. Hopefully, someone comes in and saves him this summer because this guy is just too damn good for the championship. And of course, so is James Maddison. We don't even need to say too much about him. He actually should have left Leicester City some time ago, but he didn't, and now he has a relegation on his CV. The boy has been too good for Leicester for like 3 seasons now. He's a fine player who deserves to be playing European football, and he might get that next season if he makes the right choice this summer. Another guy who falls into this category is James Ward-Prowse. This guy is stuck at the wrong club for sure. For seasons now, he's been carrying Southampton on his back, but we believe that he should finally leave. We understand it might be a little difficult considering he's been at the club since he was 9 years old, but this guy really deserves to be at a better club. Honestly, we would love to see those insane free kicks of his go into the back of the net on a European night. Even before last season, he had shown consistently that he deserves better than Southampton, but now that they've got themselves relegated, it's become a lot more obvious that he's stuck at the wrong club. And we'll round off this list with a banger, Kylian Mbappe. He is obviously stuck at the wrong club. With how talented and prolific he is, Mbappe should have completed football by now, but he chose to stay at a club that just has a load of cash, but lacks the know-how to run a proper footballing project. They signed star after star, but PSG have failed horribly in the aspect of actually developing a proper team, and because of that, they've consistently failed to win the Champions League all these years. Look at what Kylian Mbappe has been able to do for France in the same time period, and it shows you that all this guy needs is a properly run team, and he'd win you the biggest trophies. In contrast, his biggest rival right now, Erling Haaland, made the best decision and joined the right team last summer, and in one season he already has a European treble on his CV and actually has a real shot at the Ballon d'Or this year. This should have and could have been Mbappe years ago. Anyway, the lad seems like he's finally ready to do the right thing. He's told PSG that he won't extend his contract beyond 2024, so the club is currently looking for ways to sell him this summer so they won't lose him for free next year. So, from the look of things, Mbappe is going to end up playing for Real Madrid next season, the right club for him. Well, except he makes a dramatic last-minute turnaround just like he did last season. Are there more players you know who are currently stuck at the wrong club? Drop their names in the comments.